San Antonio starts right now.
And good morning. It is Monday, May 27th. It is Memorial Day.
Thanks for being with us this morning, and we hope you had a great weekend.
We begin with a live look at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery. This Memorial Day, Monday, thousands of people will attend a special ceremony there to honor our fallen. The cemetery will host a wreath-laying ceremony accompanied by speeches, songs, a moment of silence, rifle volleys, and the playing of taps.
Now everyone is welcome to attend. The event starts at 9 this morning and will have live coverage throughout this morning.
So let's find out what the day is going to look like today. Here's Mike.
That just gives you shivers looking at that picture.
It does. Beautiful picture.
If you are heading out there this morning, throughout the rest of the afternoon, boy, just really take it easy, lots of water, because it is hot and it's only going to be getting hotter. We do have extreme heat warnings that are in effect. First of all, take a look outside. There's a little bit of mist being reported out there at the airport just because we've got so much humidity in the atmosphere right now. The actual air temperature is 81. The normal low temperature is 70 right now. So we are obviously way above normal, averaging 10 or more above normal. The dew point temperatures, I cannot remember the last time I've seen the dew point here in town at 78 degrees. Again, this is just, it is steam bath, rainforest, however you want to describe it, wet towel when you walk outside. And believe it or not, it feels like it is 89 degrees here in town as of right now. 80 up the road in Bulverde, 86 at Port SA. Yes, the humidity is just pushing back when you step outside. Like I said, we do have heat advisories and excessive heat warnings. Excessive heat warnings is purple shade for most of the area, all along I-10, all the way along 35 and going down to the south and to the southwest. Of course, even if you don't have a formal advisory warning posted, you have to really take it easy. Now, on top of this, we also have a small risk for a strong to severe storm later on today. It's going to be few and far between as far as storms trying to pop up, especially in portions of the hill country. But the atmosphere is very, very volatile. So if anything does happen to pop up, it can become strong with high winds and large hail quite easily. So again, excessive heat advisory today, that stray storm in the afternoon. Rest of the week, not as hot. Now, it's not going to be like sweater weather, obviously. We'll take 5, maybe 6 degrees down. Slight break in the humidity as well. This extreme humidity is going to be going away. Plus, we do have that 20% chance for an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Not a great chance, but it's something. So at least we will have a little bit of rain here and there. All right, Traffic Authority, it is a holiday. Let's take a look outside right now with some of the TransGuide cameras, and you pretty much have the road to yourself. Remember, do drive carefully if you are hitting the roads right now. And watch out for a little bit of mist, maybe here and there around the area, just because of all of that excessive humidity out there.
Thank you, Mike. New this morning, San Antonio police say an 80-year-old woman is dead after she was shot while riding in the backseat of a vehicle during a fight between juveniles. It started around 10 last night near East Indianola and East Cesar Chavez, just south of the Tower of the Americas. And police tell us that during the gunfight, a 15-year-old was also shot, and eventually the fight relocated to the 500 block of East Cesar Chavez. And that's where police say an SUV driving by with the 80-year-old woman inside was caught in the crossfire. The woman was taken to the hospital, but she was pronounced dead. There's no official word on the condition of the 15-year-old who was shot. No word on any arrests, and homicide detectives are now investigating. Election day is tomorrow, and the Democratic runoff race for Bexar County Precinct 1 Commissioner has been heated.
As our Daniela Ibarra explains, the candidates are standing by their claims along with accusations of broken promises and lies.
They're hard to miss. The faces of the two women in the Democratic runoff for Bexar County Precinct 1 Commissioner plastered on signs all over Southwest Bexar County. Even with the political pushback, incumbent Commissioner Rebecca Clay Flores has no doubt she'll keep her seat.
I have run a clean campaign on my record. Fortunately, my opponent has decided to put misinformation out there and try to mislead the constituents because she does not have a platform.
What Clay Flores calls misinformation is what her opponent, Dr. Amanda Gonzalez, says is exposing lies.
It's been, just deceiving the public at its finest.
In a since-deleted Instagram post, Clay Flores highlighted endorsements, including one from Somerset Mayor Lydia Hernandez. Hernandez tells KSAT she supports Clay Flores, but didn't endorse her.
Where do you think this miscommunication happened? Or do you think it was a miscommunication?
It was not a miscommunication. She's putting misinformation out there. You would have to ask her why.
Hernandez says she wants to stay, quote, neutral in local political disputes to avoid potential repercussions. These mailers sent out by Clay Flores' campaign have raised more issues. The commissioner claims to have voted to approve 64 new deputy sheriff positions.
No, and I'd like to state why.
The Deputy Sheriff's Association of Bexar County says her votes contradict that.
Good, I stand by it. I am proud of it. I have facts of when I voted for what. I have supported law enforcement, and I'm proud of my record.
The commissioner says she helped establish a new substation in northwest Bexar County. It's a temporary facility out on Tally Road in Alamo Ranch. The Deputy Sheriff's Association says the facility isn't comparable to a full-fledged substation. It's why Gonzalez filed a complaint with the Texas Ethics Commission against Clay Flores.
What do you hope comes out of this complaint?
Well, I hope that, once and for all, it allows her to make a statement, and I urge her to make a statement to clarify that what she is printing in her mailers is incorrect.
What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty ridiculous. I am certain that they will investigate and dismiss it because it has no means.
Someone's going to be listening to this and say, well, it's the week before Election Day. You're trying to win this seat. Is this just for show?
No, it's not just for show. The one thing that I say is that do your homework when it comes to her voting record.
Once again, that was Daniela Ibarra reporting. Now, back in November, Clay Flores got over 46% of the vote and Gonzalez had 20%.
Both candidates are highly educated and have worked with nonprofits. Polls open at 7 tomorrow and they close at 7.
That race in District 1 is one of several that will be decided tomorrow. The KSAT Vote 2024 webpage is full of helpful information like polling places, sample ballots, and a lot more.
And don't forget, KSAT will also live stream a special runoff election show online after the news at 6 ends tomorrow night. You can watch it on any of our streaming platforms.
Now to that severe weather north of here, at least 18 people are dead and dozens of people hurt across.
The car is shaking.
Deadly tornadoes killing at least 18 people in the south and southeast. In Texas, Governor Greg Abbott says at least 7 people have been killed, including a 2-year-old and 5-year-old from the same family.
Once again, we were talking about that devastating weather north of Dallas and on into Midwestern states, and we'll have more on that in just a minute. Memorial Day, a time to honor and remember the military lives lost fighting for our freedom. That was the central message at a gathering last night at the VFW Post 76 downtown.
The oldest post in Texas welcomed military members, veterans, and their families to remember the sacrifice so many brave servicemen and women have made for our country. Mayor Ron Nirenberg was at that special event as a special guest.
Our most sacred obligation, especially in this community, is to honor the families who serve. And on a weekend of Memorial Day, that's a obligation that is recognized across the country. It just so happens that here in San Antonio, it's every day of the week.
And we want to see how you are spending your Memorial Day. Do you have a family member you'd like to honor? Maybe you're visiting a military cemetery or even volunteering today. Whatever it is, we would like to see it. All you have to do is go to KSAT Connect and submit your pictures. We might just show them on our air. Just scan that QR code right there on your screen to learn how you can do that.
And as you know, it's going to be hot this Memorial Day. The good news is there are cooling centers all over San Antonio. For a link to that list of locations, just use the QR code on the bottom corner of your screen right there. Places like libraries, senior centers, and park community centers are locations people can go and cool off during regular hours. And more cooling centers will be open today for Memorial Day.
It is now 5:09 and 81 degrees.
Ahead on GMSA, how you can get one of Apple's slightly older iPhones for a better price.
And a rip current alert along the Texas coast. Coming up next, an important warning for people visiting beaches this Memorial Day and during the upcoming summer.
You're taking a live look outside on live cam. Not a lot of traffic out there, possibly some clouds. It's a little too dark right now to tell, but we're going to have a live look at weather coming up.
And as we go to break, another live look at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery. This Memorial Day Monday, thousands will be attending a special ceremony in a few hours. We've got live coverage throughout the morning.
With beach season kicking off, officials are sounding the alarm on dangerous rip currents along the Texas coast. ABC's Ariel Reshef has the details in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, deadly rip currents.
We have this really rough water. We have very strong rip currents.
Officials say roughly a dozen people rescued from a series of strong rip currents in Galveston, Texas this weekend. A 26-year-old tourist from Louisiana and a 19-year-old from Houston did not survive. And just last week, 3 Good Samaritans rescuing this teen exhausted in a Florida rip current.
I yelled for him to swim to me, and his response was, I don't have enough energy.
Experts warn while the 3 rescuers were able to help, would-be rescuers often become victims themselves.
Water rescue takes a lot of training and a lot of physical endurance. You're trying to hold someone up. Now you don't have the use of your arms.
We'll have the life-saving tips to keep you and your family safe in the water coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
It is now 5:14 and it is a warm 81 degrees.
As we go to break, a live look from Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery.
Once again, this Memorial Day Monday, thousands of people are going to be attending a special ceremony right there at the event. Starts about 9 o'clock, and we're going to have a live coverage throughout the morning.
Camila tried the new scent of Gain Relax Flings, and it changed everything.
Camila takes a blanket washed with Gain Relax. Her living room is instantly transformed into a relaxed environment. The lights set and the candles are lit. She drapes the blanket over her face. Her husband appears with a stunned look. He watches as she snuggles the blanket.
Hey, Dave, don't knock it till you smell it. Try the luxurious new scent of Gain Relax Flings. Try new Gain Relax scent beads, too, for twice the vibes.
It's Derm's day off, but Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen is still on the clock. Vital Sun Protection goes 6 layers deep, blocking 97% of burning UV rays. It's light, but it's working hard. Unlike me, Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen.
Drift into the world of Candy Crush. Candy Crush. Play now.
All right.
You know, when you walk out to your car in the morning and you open the garage and it's like stifling hot and it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. It's not going to be a good day.
What is going on?
81 degrees out there already.
It's like that feeling when you open up the oven door, to try and get
exactly how it feels.
Tray of cookies out, and then it's just like,
where are the cookies?
Oh my goodness.
So where are the cookies?
If you are hitting the roads right now, obviously air conditioning is your best friend. And just take it easy. I mean, there's a little bit of traffic out there, and you can see the low clouds hanging around. There is also a little bit of mist being reported out there. And look at the humidity hanging around the streetlights. It's like almost like lampshades around there, which is kind of pretty. You're out inside looking out.
It's a little eerie, too.
It is a little bit eerie. So love this picture. Good night, San Antonio, and pleasant dreams. And if I may say, pleasant dreams. And that's why we have this day, Memorial Day. Thanks to all those folks that allow us to have these pleasant dreams. Appreciate that picture, Oscar. All right, they're out at the airport. Again, you can see the kind of the haze out there. I can't tell if that's just a reflection of the pavement or maybe a little bit dampish. It almost looks like it may be just a bit damp. Reason why they have some mist being reported out there at the airport. Heat index right now. What it actually feels like when you step outside. 89 degrees. That is the normal high temperature this time of year, just to put things in perspective. Feels like 85 there at Port SA. And we do have the excessive heat advisories, excessive heat warnings around the area all day long. This is the heat advisory out there to the west, but look at it. Excessive heat warnings for San Antonio going up I-35 all the way down to the south. We're going to have the heat index readings up around 110 or even higher than that later on this afternoon, just like pretty much exactly like what we had on Saturday. Yesterday, we had a bit, the clouds kind of helped out. They hung in there a little bit tough here in town, obviously cleared out to the west, but that kept temperatures from hitting 100. It was just 97. Small victories. All right, here's I want to show you a couple of different computer models as far as what's going to be happening today. This one has a few of those cells trying to pop up there in northern portions of the hill country. Not really a heck of a lot. Then we jump forward into tomorrow, and this one's a little bit more aggressive, if you will, as far as getting something going tomorrow night, overnight into then early Wednesday morning. Now, here is a different computer model. This one is a lot more aggressive as far as getting something going later on today and moving down a little bit further to the south. What we're going to have to watch out for, and this happens a lot of times, you get these storms to pop up and they send out those mini cold fronts, outflow boundaries as they're called, and those can then touch off more storms. So that's why we have to be on the lookout. But this one tends to be a little bit more aggressive with the rain. We'll have a couple of those showers, a couple of thunderstorms around the area. Some of them may be on the strong, potentially severe side. So that's what we're going to have to watch out for. And that's why there is that severe risk around all of the area later on today. High winds and hail. If you get one of those storms, could have a fairly decent downpour associated with it as well. And again, just because we've got so much moisture out there, but they will be few and far between. Although with the volatile atmosphere, it doesn't take much to get these things to pop up. Also tomorrow then, we've got Storm Prediction Center has a little bit better chance for one of those afternoon showers, thunderstorms to become potentially severe around here. So as far as the forecast today, we are going to make it up to 100. Of course, that doesn't even factor in the humidity out there. So the heat index is going to feel like 110 at least. Then next couple of days, at least we're down a few degrees. We'll take anything. Maybe not as big of a break as what it looked like about a week ago at this time. But again, you don't see any hundreds on the board after today. Low to mid 90s. At least there is that chance for an afternoon shower thunderstorm. Not a great chance here and there, but at least there's something. So take it easy today. Lots and lots of water. If you're going to some of the ceremonies out there, out with your family to honor folks on this day.
A lot of ice on that water.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I'm pulling for all those models. Come on. Come on.
All right, time right now, 5:22, 81 degrees out there.
And coming up next, how YouTube is making it easier to find the name of a song if you can at least hum a little bit of it.
All right, lotto numbers.
What
Pick
was that?
three.
What was that?
That is a made-up hum in my head.
Oh, that wasn't even a real song?
All right, lotto number, pick 3, 6, 3, 8, and 8, as well as the daily 4, 6, 3, 9, 5, 3.
And your cash 5 is 2, 13, 15, 30, 31. Lotto, Texas. 15, 26, 28, 31, 44, 51. And Powerball, 6, 33, 35, 36, 64. Powerball's 24. Power Play is 3. Good luck. Welcome back. It is 5:26. For the first time, Apple is bringing back the iPhone 14 Pro at a much lower price. ABC's Andre Fuji has the details in today's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple has restored the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max to its refurbished store. These models come with a 1-year warranty, new battery, and outer shell. Prices start at $849 for the Pro Max and $759 for the Pro. Gmail is rolling out a refreshed updates inbox for Android and iOS. This inbox moves low-priority emails like receipts from primary to updates. Google says this will help users focus on more important emails. YouTube Music for Android now lets users hum, sing, or play a melody to find a song. Just tap the waveform icon and start humming or singing. This feature uses AI and has been in testing since March. YouTube's parent company Google rolled out a similar feature for Google Search in 2020. I'm Andrea Fuji. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Time right now, 5:27, 81 degrees out there.
And on this Memorial Day, some new changes that are coming to Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery. Coming up next, a live look at a special event going on there today, plus the plans to extend the life of the cemetery for years to come.
And SAFC fans can score free tickets to their next home game at Toyota Field. How you can get involved ahead on GMSA at 6.
Good morning. It is Monday. It is 5:30. It is Memorial Day. A chance for you to think back and remember and thank those who have served this country and given the ultimate sacrifice today.
Yeah, so many of them in our community, military city. So we have a lot to be thankful for here.
Yes, indeed. And if you are out today, if you are going to, say, Fort Sam National Cemetery, or a lot of folks get outside with family and friends, it's hot. It is going to be even hotter, just like what it has been over the weekend. So you really, really have to take it easy. Temperatures right now are just, still almost through the roof for this time of morning. And we have a little bit of some mist has been reported out there at the airport right now. I can't really tell. There is a kind of a sheen on the roads, it looks like, out there. Like I said, a little bit of mist has been reported. The thermometer reading out there at the airport is up there in the low 80s. It feels like it's 90 when you factor in the humidity right now. Same thing at Port SA. I can't remember the last time we've seen heat index readings at 5:30 in the morning up to 90 here in town. And some of the heated or the dew point numbers are just off the charts. We do have heat advisories as well as excessive heat warnings that go into effect this afternoon. Most of the area, the purple, is the excessive heat warning. We're going to see heat index readings upwards of 110, even higher than that. And again, this is all in the shade. So if you are out in the direct sun, you're not just feeling the air temperature and the humidity and all that, but the sun's heating you up as well. So there's lots of shade and lots of water. And that's, like I said, in effect throughout the afternoon up through early evening. Also, there's a small risk for a couple of strong to potentially severe storms around the area. The atmosphere is very, very volatile with all this moisture out there. So that's what we're going to have to be on the lookout for. Throughout the rest of today, we keep a lot of clouds around this morning. A little bit of sunshine by noon, already up to 89 degrees. That's the normal high temperature. And we'll start to have those heat index readings upwards of 100 degrees, plus that small chance for a stray shower thunderstorm around the area. 100 for a high temperature again today. And rain chances are not that great, but if something pops, could become, like I said, strong to potentially severe. We do get some relief after today. Don't get your hopes too high, but we'll take anything we can get. All those details coming up in just a couple of minutes. If you are getting ready to hit the roads right now, pretty much on the highways yourself. We're going to take a look around town. 410 over there, Fredericksburg, just a handful of cars out there. 90 at Medio Creek, and another stop around town right now. Over there at 10 at Cincinnati. Boy, that's pretty barren, but make sure, even though there's not much traffic out there, you do drive carefully today. Patty, David?
All right, thanks. You're looking at a live picture right now, right here, of Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery covered in American flags. I was talking to the photographer, Santiago, out there. He says there is just a sense of peace out there this morning. Thousands of people will attend a special ceremony there to honor our fallen.
It is going to start at 9 o'clock this morning, and be mindful that there will be a lot of traffic and parking will take some time, but there are going to be volunteers out coordinating all that for you.
And we got a chance to talk to the new director of the cemetery and hear about the new changes that are coming there to that cemetery.
And we're coming up right here on Columbaria 4, which is brand new.
12,000 spaces for cremated remains will be available once construction in 2 more columbariums are complete.
These areas are pre-placed crypt fields. So underneath the surface of the soil are concrete crypts, double crypts.
30,000 burial spaces are also being added, helping to extend the life of the cemetery to sometime in 2040. The 5-year, $80 million expansion developed about 23 acres to the site, first designated as a national cemetery in 1937.
One of our goals in the National Cemetery Administration is that no veteran ever dies.
Jerry Leffler, the newest director of the cemetery, oversees the 55 staff who care for and maintain the dignity of this place where our heroes rest.
This time of year, Memorial Day itself, we're expecting between 5,000 and 8,000 visitors throughout the day. But over the week, we'll have hundreds, if not thousands, every day.
Leffler, a retired Navy veteran, worked with the American Battle Monuments Commission, which operates the overseas military cemeteries in 17 different countries.
Now being able to be here and director of this site, working with the veterans community here in San Antonio at end-of-life care and working with the families, it's just a privilege and an honor.
The 300-acre cemetery is the final resting place for over 180,000 veterans and family members.
These are people from the local area who serve their country honorably, and now rest in a place of honor.
Those like Clinton Smith. In November, the World War II veteran killed in action finally came home after his remains were identified.
No veteran ever dies, and to have him come full circle from the beaches of Italy back to Texas was a great pleasure for us.
And this morning, if you are just wanting to visit a loved one today and not take part in the ceremony, they do recommend that you wait until later this afternoon once traffic has died down.
Other news this morning, at least 18 are dead and more than 100 are injured from severe weather over the weekend.
Now, as CNN's Amy Kiley reports, the storm system is creating a dangerous holiday for millions of people.
The storm system responsible for a number of deaths over the weekend is putting more than 120 million people at risk of severe weather today. That could make Memorial Day perilous for people trying to get home and for others not going anywhere.
All I could say through the whole thing is I'm glad that we're alive.
The National Weather Service says it issued a rare kind of tornado watch last night for parts of Arkansas, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri, and Tennessee. It indicates high confidence of at least EF2 strength and long-lived tornadoes.
We have been blessed with an outpour of people stopping by, calling and texting, and all the help we can get.
The fatalities are largely from storms that hit Arkansas and Texas between Saturday night and yesterday morning. A 2-year-old and 3 other juveniles are dead in the Lone Star State.
Texans across the state are saddened by the tragic loss of life.
Officials also report more than 100 weather-related injuries in Texas.
You see videos about tornadoes. You see people retelling them, just like how, I'm retelling them now, but it's really one of those things you never expect and until it actually happens.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
In Galveston over the weekend, strong rip currents left 2 families dealing with tragedy after separate drowning incidents. Galveston Island Beach Patrol says a 26-year-old man drowned Saturday afternoon and a 19-year-old woman drowned early yesterday, both taken underwater by those strong rip currents. This weekend has been busy for first responders on the island. Officials say Beach Patrol took at least 4,300 preventative actions, on just one Saturday alone. That includes things like moving people away from danger, finding lost children, responding to medical calls, and rescuing people from the water.
In Papua New Guinea, a landslide Friday has buried as many as 2,000 people, and this morning the government there is formally asking for international help. Workers have been seen digging through soil after large rocks and boulders were seen falling from a mountain nearby. Unturned cars and damage to informal structures were also visible. Estimates of the casualties have varied widely since the disaster occurred, and was not immediately clear how officials arrived at the number of people affected.
A professional golfer from Johnson City, Tennessee, using his love of the game to help veterans. He just played more than 200 holes of golf in one day, and he did it to raise money to help former military members. As he was playing Friday, Jeremy Beechner was generating funds for Folds of Honor and PGA Hope, which is a free program that helps military veterans enhance their physical and mental well-being through golf. Beechner says there are so many horror stories of veterans not being able to seek help or being able to get help through normal means like the VA. So far, his efforts have raised thousands of dollars towards his cause.
Time right now, 5:39 on this Memorial Day Monday.
A New Braunfels man is making rounds on the internet for taking a mundane task and turning it into art. Coming up next, we visit his driveway studio to see how his skills are taking him to places never could have imagined.
All right, let's take a look at live cam out there right now. A shot of the cloudy, maybe a little drizzly somewhere, city. 81 degrees out there. Tell us how you're spending your Memorial Day Monday.
Memorial Day weekend is a day to remember, but it's also a time for people to get out and maybe do some activities like mow their yards, power wash their homes.
Our Avery Everett shows one man in New Braunfels is using this time to turn dirty surfaces into something special.
Now you're in the groove.
Yeah.
Every artist has a style, and Sam Ward says he likes to make his art in the mundane.
I don't like to paint. I don't like color.
There's no brush and no paint needed for this project. Just his trusty old power washer.
The red one is your sharp pencil.
This is less about the cleaning and more about the creativity.
One of my wife's favorite jokes is, hey, can you actually go do some cleaning with one of those?
As his canvas is this concrete, and his mission is to create something beautiful. How intricate can you go with the details?
You know, I can go pretty intricate.
He's created more than 100 designs, all using different surfaces.
I have different folks who kind of donate their dirty driveways.
But his neighbors in New Braunfels aren't the only ones watching,
Just some B-roll.
as millions of people tune in through social media to see his artwork every week.
So far we've got the cat. I've had some really interesting opportunities that I could have never expected.
His work has taken him across the world.
I mean, could you have imagined that you'd go to Chicago or Orlando for that?
Listen,
for this?
I couldn't have imagined that people would have paid me money to do this.
But home is where the heart is.
Do you like to draw like your dad does?
A lot. I have a lot of drawings in my room.
And home is where his art is.
Do you like coloring at the end?
Yeah.
As Ward fills in these final details, his driveway is now full of designs.
It's all been so spontaneous.
But he says his work as a power washing artist is far from ever being finished.
All right, we'll call that done. How about that? Work for y'all?
I love it. Now you're going to have a little piece of KSAT with you for, what, the next 4 to 6 months?
Yeah, 4 to 6 months or something.
Over the next week, you may see one of Ward's artworks in a New Braunfels park. We have the details on that project on KSAT.com. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Appreciate the shout out.
A little
for his
shout
art.
out on his driveway.
And one thing about it, he's never going to run out of canvases because there's always going to be a dirty driveway somewhere.
You want to volunteer yours?
So,
I'll volunteer mine.
Come on over.
Time right now, 5:45 on this Monday, 81 degrees out there.
And a look around town with live cam and also TransGuide, and we see nothing. Very little traffic out there, which is kind of expected.
Just don't speed out there.
Yeah. And as we go to break, we want to invite you to take a moment and reflect on what this day means to you. Maybe you've lost a loved one who fought for this country. Take a moment and think about that.
You know one problem we don't have out there today? There's no traffic.
So far.
No backups.
Hopefully it stays that way.
No backups.
Right.
Yeah.
But just take it easy if you are out there. There may be a little bit of mist. There has been within the hour some mist reported out there at the airport just because of all of this humidity out there, which is, not only is it ridiculous, even humidity, heat and humidity lovers are kind of going, okay, is enough.
So are you saying Mother Nature is sweating too?
Probably so, yeah. So we get a bit of a break starting later on tonight and tomorrow for the rest of the week. It's not going to be as extreme, maybe not as low as what we'd hoped for, but like I said, we'll take anything we can get. I want to get another picture and out there at Fort Sam. And hey, thanks to all the folks that went out there and placed all these flags at all of the headstones out there. It is a beautiful sight to see out there, and a great way to honor our fallen soldiers. Thank you all very, very much for the KSAT Connect picture and for everything else that picture symbolizes out there. All right, out by the airport, it's murky. I mean, just that haze looking out there. Boy, and in weather like this, sure does take a lot of runway to get off the ground because, believe it or not, even though the atmosphere, it feels like it's just this heavy weight on you, it's actually, moist air is actually lighter than dry air is. And so that's why when the atmosphere becomes very volatile, that's why in situations like this, we have that chance for some stronger storms because the atmosphere is quite buoyant, if you will, and it doesn't take much to get it going. More on that in a second. First of all, it feels like 90 when you step outside right now. Just let that soak in. It is 5:50 in the morning. It feels like 90 degrees right outside. We do have the excessive heat warnings in effect for all of the area up until but 7 o'clock tonight, and heat advisory is till 8 o'clock. We do have that risk for severe weather later on today because of a few of those showers and thunderstorms that are going to be popping up. Few and far between, but if something does pop, again, because the atmosphere is so volatile out there, they can become strong to potentially severe, although, like I said, the rain chances aren't that great. Here's the satellite picture for the past 12 hours, and this was after things had died down somewhat up there in North Texas. But notice how even right now, here's this line which is already starting to get going off there in the southeast United States, and that's where the severe threat does remain. I mean, a good chunk of the country, including us, with that severe threat here going up into the northern portion of the state, but especially off to the east and to the southeast. So if you do have any travel plans off to the east and some of the bigger hubs right around Atlanta, Charlotte, all along the eastern seaboard, you definitely want to check ahead to see if there's any sort of potential delays with that. So forecast goes like this today. We are going to be hitting 100, and this will be the last of the triple digits, at least for this forecast period throughout the rest of the next 7 days. So we drop down into the mid 90s. We will get a break from the extreme humidity. I mean, it's not like it's going to be bone dry air out there, but it just won't be this steam bath when you step outside. Also, not only the chance for a couple of afternoon, evening storms today, again, few and far between, but at least that chance is going to be there each and every day. So it's not like it's a big storm system coming on in here, just hoping for those little glitches sort of in the atmosphere. As far as extreme heat, we're just getting into it. Maybe next week, we won't talk about that.
You know what, though? In July, we're going to be looking back on these temperatures and miss them because it's going to be so hot. It's going to get just worse.
Thanks. Wow. Aren't you?
So enjoy this week, as miserable as it is.
I don't want to know what you think about August. 5:53 and 81 degrees.
A post-apocalyptic action thriller and an animated family film duked out in the weekend box office. David Daniel has the numbers for the top 5 movies in theaters after the break.
All right, as we go to break, here's some lottery numbers for you. Pick 3, 6, 3, 8. Fireball is 8, and your daily 4, 6, 3, 9, 5. Fireball is 3.
And your cash 5, 2, 13, 15, 30, 31. Texas Lotto 15, 26, 28, 31, 44, and 51. Powerball 6, 33, 35, 36, 64, 24 with the number 3X.
That's me, Colt Sievers, and this is my hero's journey.
The Fall Guy landed in 5th place, earning $5.9 million. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes took in $13.4 million for a 4th place finish. If went from 1st to 3rd, grossing $16.1 million.
You don't have a home, do you?
The Garfield movie opened in 2nd place, gobbling up $24.8 million.
Only one thing's gonna do that for you. Not hope. Hate.
Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, debuted with $25.6 million. Well below expectations, but enough to win the weekend. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
It is now 5:57. Coming up in our next hour of GMSA, SAFC fans can score some free tickets to their next home game at Toyota Field. How you can get involved and help others. Coming up. Plus, in Bromwell's man making rounds on the internet for making a mundane task into art. Worldwide famous arts. We visit his driveway studio to learn how his skills are taking him to places he never could have imagined. And let's take you outside, places you might be going. If you are headed out, it looks like the roads are pretty clear. So enjoy that. We'll have more updates on the roads. And Mike's got your forecast, and it's, let's just say it's going to be very warm today.
You are taking a live look outside with Live Cam on this Memorial Day weekend. We'll have your forecast coming up.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And good morning. It is 6 a.m. on your Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th.
Thank you for starting your morning with us.
We're going to first check in with Mike Osterhage and find out just exactly what is in store for our Memorial Day. I think it's going to be warm. Am I close?
Yeah, you can't say the word warm. It's just got to be hot. Hot and hotter, just extreme heat and humidity.
I was trying to make it not so
I
bad.
know, but this one, you just got to kind of rip the Band-Aid off because we have extreme heat warnings in effect for most of the area again today. It's going to be pretty much a continuation, as we were talking about last week. All weekend long, we're going to be very hot. We did hit 100 officially and then some on Saturday here in town. Clouds kind of hung in there yesterday. Shaved a couple of notches off, but still the humidity, I mean, yeah, you step outside and it is like walking into a wall of water almost. 81 is the actual air temperature. 80 Port SA, over there at Randolph, upper 70s in the hill country. These numbers, dew points, again, some of the highest I can ever remember seeing here in town, a dew point of 78 degrees. Again, this is like a steam bath when you step outside. Everybody has these extremely, look at that, that's not even on the charts when you get up into the upper 70s. And at least we'll get a bit of a break over the next couple of days. Not bone dry air, but just not the extreme humidity. It feels like 90 degrees when you step outside right now. It is 6 o'clock in the morning and it feels like 90. We do have, as I mentioned, the extreme heat warnings in effect for most all of the area throughout the afternoon up until later on this evening, just after dinner time until 8 o'clock. So again, lots and lots of water, shade as much as possible. Mold is on the moderate side, grass is low, and we do also have a small severe risk later on this afternoon. A couple of showers and thunderstorms are going to be popping up in the hill country, very few and far between. But again, the atmosphere is very, very volatile out there. So we're going to have to watch out for some high winds, some large hail would be the biggest threats with that. Temperatures, we're going to make it up to 89 at noon. We top off today at 100 for a high, and there is that small chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm. And again, add at least 10 to almost 15 degrees to these numbers, and that's what it's going to be feeling like. We do get somewhat of a break. We'll talk about that and talk about maybe a continued rain chance. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes. Getting ready to hit the roads this morning. Traffic Authority, obviously you pretty much have the roads to yourself on this holiday. We do have, it looks like, a little bit of construction. I'm going to check on that, but notice the haze right there hanging over the Tower of the Americas, 37 at 181. Everything's moving along very, very well, but the humidity, you can see that in the street lights out there. Going to look and see, it looks like some construction. We'll check on that coming up, but if you're hitting the roads, drive carefully.
We also know that there's going to be a special event going on at Fort Sam Houston later on this morning, and they're expecting a lot of traffic over there, so just be mindful of that. They'll have people over there helping direct you to where you need to go, but be mindful of that if you're headed that way later on this morning. And we will have much more on the events going on at Fort Sam in just a few minutes. But let's start with this. San Antonio police say an 80-year-old woman is dead after she was shot while riding in the backseat of a car during a fight between two teens. It started around 10 o'clock last night near East Indianola and East Cesar Chavez, just south of the Tower of the Americas. Police say a 15-year-old was also shot during that gunfight. Eventually, the fight continued to the 500 block of East Cesar Chavez, and that's where police say an SUV driving by with that 80-year-old woman inside caught in the crossfire. The woman who was hit by the gunfire was taken to the hospital, but later died. There's no official word on the condition of the 15-year-old who was shot, and no arrests have been made.
San Antonio police say a man is in the hospital with serious injuries after a stabbing overnight near downtown. Details are extremely limited, but here's what we know so far. It happened around 1:30 a.m. near North St. Mary's and East Pecan Street north of downtown. SAPD says they found a 27-year-old taxi driver on the ground with a, quote, life-threatening stab wound. He was taken to the hospital, and so far there's no word on his condition.
And happening today, most city offices closed for Memorial Day. Public safety and emergency services will operate today, but most places, including public libraries and animal care service locations, will be closed. We've got the full list of those closures right now on KSAT.com. Memorial Day is time to honor and remember the military lives that lost fighting for our freedom. That was the central message at a gathering last night at the VFW Post 76 downtown. The oldest post in Texas welcomed military members, veterans, and their families to remember the sacrifice so many brave servicemen and women have made for our country. Mayor Ron Nirenberg was the event's special guest.
Our most sacred obligation, especially in this community, is to honor the families who serve. And on a weekend of Memorial Day, that's a obligation that is recognized across the country. It just so happens that here in San Antonio, it's every day of the week.
This morning, we want to see how you are spending your Memorial Day. Do you have a family member you'd like to honor? Maybe you're visiting a military cemetery or volunteering today.
Whatever it is, we want to see it. Hop on to KSAT Connect and submit your pictures. We might just show them on the air. Just scan this QR code right now to learn how.
In your morning headlines, tributes and reaction pouring in from the golf world over the loss of 30-year-old pro golfer Grayson Murray. On Friday, Murray withdrew from a tournament citing an illness, and his death was announced Saturday. Murray's parents later confirmed their son had died by suicide. The two-time PGA Tour winner had previously been open about his struggles with mental health and alcoholism. May is also Mental Health Awareness Month, and help is always available from the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988.
Meanwhile, at least 18 people are dead and dozens of people hurt across multiple states after the latest round of severe storms this weekend.
ABC's Perry Russum tells us that Governor Greg Abbott is signing a disaster declaration following storms in North Texas yesterday.
The car is shaking. Deadly tornadoes killing at least 18 people in the south and southeast. In Texas, Governor Greg Abbott says at least 7 people have been killed, including a 2-year-old and 5-year-old from the same family. This dog found alive in the rubble. Valley View, Texas, north of Dallas, one of the hardest hit cities. This gas station destroyed with 60 to 80 people hiding inside. The sheriff says no one was seriously hurt. The destruction is widespread. The governor signing a disaster declaration for more than a third of the state.
Candidly, it's been a harrowing week, with lives lost, property reduced to rubble. The hopes and dreams of Texas families and small businesses have literally been crushed by storm after storm.
Storms stretching from Texas to Illinois. In Oklahoma, hail the size of baseballs. In Arkansas, at least 8 people killed, buildings collapsing, and roofs ripped off homes.
We felt it hit the house and just felt it started sucking air up through the walls and the windows.
Tried to make it into the hallway. That's the most central part of our house, and that's when we realized we didn't have a roof.
Tens of thousands of people without power.
We are seeing the great humanity of Arkansans and neighbors helping neighbors even when their own homes and businesses are damaged.
These storms are now moving east and could likely have more effects on travel. There have been nearly 30,000 flight delays and cancellations since travel started on Thursday. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
In the race for the White House, 38-year-old Chase Oliver beat out Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and former President Trump to win the Libertarian Party's presidential nomination. In a year when so many voters say they're, quote, not excited about either major party candidate, the third-party candidates could have a bigger impact than ever on the race. Chase Oliver is a former Georgia Senate candidate.
Pullman Market, the newest grocery and restaurant attraction at the Pearl, will start deals for military members just in time for Memorial Day. These Military Monday discounts start today and will happen every Monday until Veterans Day, which this year is on Monday, November 11th. We've got all the deals listed so far on KSAT.com.
It is now 6:09 and 80 degrees.
Just ahead, the Dallas Mavericks are 1 win away from the NBA Finals. We've got highlights of their matchup last night and who could they face if they move on.
And outside with live cam, it just looks like it's going to be humid and hot today, doesn't it? Well, it's going to be. That's why it looks like that, because it is. Mike's got your forecast coming up. We'll be right back.